So here we are with the Joanna. Let me show you how to close it.
The first step in closing up the camper is removing the spreader poles inside the main cabin. Here we are starting with the rear of the trailer. The first few times you use the camper, the C-clamps on the poles can be a bit tight, so you may need to give a little extra support when removing them. Now we move to the front of the camper and remove the spreader poles over the front bed. Next, we unzip the alfresco canvas from the main cabin. It is important to undo all 3 zips here, so nothing gets caught during the closing. Then we go to the rear U-pole. Undo the cam lock on both sides and lower this pole. You may need to move from side to side to lower it. This is normal. Once the pole is lowered, use the cam locks to lock it down. With the middle U-pole, it is the same. Undo the C-clamps, lower the pole fully and re-lock in place. Then the same again for the front U-pole. Outside the camper at the front bed, we undo the Velcro on the corner on each side. Then we make sure the securing strap is out to hold the front U-pole down. Begin lifting the canvas along the camper. Undo any Velcro around the gas struts. Undo the canvas around the entry step and tuck this into the camper as best as you can. Make sure that your door and alfresco panels are loose. If these are rolled up, they can get crushed during the closing process. Keep going around the whole camper and tuck all loose canvas into the camper cabin. Next, we raise the step and lock them closed. At the front of the camper, make sure the front corner Velcro is undone and pull down on the front U-pole to lower it onto the main bed. It is on gas struts, so it may need a little force. Then use a securing strap to lock it down in position before proceeding. We are going to show you how to close it manually without using the rear winch. You may need a friend to hold down the lid while you remove the front winch, as it can be under a little bit of tension from the gas strut. Start to push the main lip up. It is on gas struts, which will take most of the weight for you. Once you get it past the tipping point, all the hard work is done. Go around the camper and start tucking the canvas into the cabin. You want to make sure no canvas is hanging out of the sides or it can get crushed when the lid is locked shut. So here, because we've closed it and some of the canvas is pushed out, Just check along this front strip that this weather strip is not hanging out, and you need to tuck that in. So make sure that the whole front seal is free of canvas or weather strip. Next, pull down the rear lid, lock the inner latch, then lock the outer latch, and repeat on each side.
Just with the front winch, hook this back onto this point here. And then make sure this is nice and flat, and then we wind that back into itself. So just with a final walk around, just make sure again that there's no canvas hanging out from anywhere around the seals. And you can tighten these if they end up being a little bit loose. You can undo those and twist them. You can also put a lock here if you're concerned about somebody opening the trailer when you're not around. And just make sure that your ties are nice and secure and all your split pins are in and everything's fastened and secure.